So now I start off. Did the Lord live my life for me? No. But the point was this, that I prayed that I could find myself in an environment where I could be taught how to speak stutter-free. And that's what I found at the Bogue Institute. The teaching, a blind lady, a beautiful lady, teaching us all. And it was a glorious experience. And it made me appreciate everyone, regardless of race, regardless of religion, regardless of color. It made no difference. There's that strong commonality. Well, with that, I wanted to bring that out. That God didn't intervene and give me stutter-free speech. It did not work that way. I had to go through the process, just like everyone else in that grouping of 4, go through the exercises and go through what was required. And I reached a point, my gosh, I am speaking without stuttering. And I got thinking, I just can't believe how easy it is, how simple it was, for all of a sudden, I'm able to speak stutter-free without hardly any effort. All I got to do is just swing my arm, follow the instructions of the teacher, and I was speaking stutter-free. And I got, oh gosh, I can go back. I've got this in the bag. But something happened. After about 2 months, when I went to swing my arm, and it didn't work. I found myself in a relapse, and where I started again to experience a speech block. This shattered me. I couldn't believe this. And now it wasn't every time I swing it, or would swing it, I should say, but nevertheless, it didn't work. And I was befuddled by that. Well, the teacher interfered and said, now, Douglas, just pause, take a deep breath of air, and start over again. So I did that, and everything was fine. Now, a few days later, bango, again. This time it seemed to be a little more deeper and a little more interventionist into me. Now that really worried me. And finally, I reached a point where I was forced to my knees in a different manner than ever before. Oh, I'd prayed, but this was different. This is where I reached to the depths of my soul. I have to have help. Direct me and guide me. What should I do? And it came very strong to me. And it was very simple. And whether it was a voice, I can't exactly say, but it was definite and it was, let's say, outspoken within me. I think it was spirit to spirit, that my spirit mind heard. And through the mechanism of the Spirit, that was the true light that lighteth every man that cometh into the world. Through that vehicle, I heard, go to church. So, the subsequent Sunday, I called a cab. On that phone, I was going just like this. The cab came, cab showed up, and I had found the address of the church, and we went to the church. Well, it was closed, and it was raining. There was a sign out front, and the sign gave the name of the branch president of the church and his address. So I told the cab to go to the address on the sign. He did. By the time we reached the house, which was quite a ways away, I'd say it was around 7 o'clock, maybe 7:30, something like that. And boy, was it raining. And it was black. Wintertime. A knock on the door, and a big man came. Tall, just a very muscular guy. And he was the branch president. So we go through the introductions. How that went was that he looked at me, and I raised my arm, and I said that my name, I'm going extra fast here, is Douglas Snarr. I'm from Idaho. I'm going to a stuttering school. May I come in? Very slow, not much slower than this, obviously. His daughter was right there standing at his side. And she turned and she peeled off and ran down the hall screaming, "Mother, mother, come quickly. There's a crazy man outside talking with his arm." And the Lawrence family, Wilbur and Hope Lawrence, invited me into their house.